Well, I thought that was a heck of a college basketball game. Obviously disappointed we lost. Um, But, some of the credit goes to Carolina, and a lot of the credit for grinding it out and was so short-handed. Nigel went down with I don't know what it was called, a Charlie horse or knee or what have you, so he was not able to play for a portion of the second half. We needed him. I thought Ja'Kai Robinson came in, gave us a nice 13 minutes of playing time. He hadn't played all year, but we needed a sub at the guard spot, and he's the one that we asked to do it, and he did a very good job. He was a +8 in plus minus in the first half. We got off to a very bad start. The thing about North Carolina, they're exceptional at running the court, and they outran us in the first 5 minutes. We fought back, had a 1-point lead at the half, and then they came out and did the same thing. We were down 10 again. Fought back and put ourselves in a position actually to win the game late. Just we're not able to pull it off.
Jim, that streakiness, like you said, started off, not so great. Do well in the second half of the first half, and then kind of the same thing repeats itself in the second half. Is that something that UNC did to you guys? Is that kind of a self-inflicted thing?
I'd say both. I'd say, Carolina was able to establish their game very, very quickly. And they had 15 points before 15 minutes. Oh, and 15 points in 5 minutes. How much is that in 40 if they kept that going? Who's got a calculator?
120.
120? So our defense got better, we got back, and we started scoring. And we always play much better defense when we're scoring the ball well. Nigel hit some shots, Norshad got it going to the basket, and so we were able to fight back. But the second half, they came out and took control right away, and called a timeout, and tried to get them going again. And down 10, down 10, down 10, down 10, and then, wait a minute, we're down 7 now. Now we're down 5, and there's only 5 minutes left, and we're right there, but we weren't able to pull it off.
What did you learn about your team? I mean, even though it's a loss, but your team they came back twice from big deficits, and the defense
I know this team very, very well. The difficult part for us is we're not that deep. We have 11 scholarship players. A lot of teams have 13. And we always have some key guy hurt. All right? Today it was Keyshawn George. So you're always you're changing your starting lineup, you're changing your rotation, and at this time of the year, that's really difficult. I told Ja'Kai Robinson at the shoot-around today, don't be surprised if I put you in early, because I looked at our roster, and quite frankly, he's the only guard substitute we have. A guy like Christian Watson is more like a small forward, not really a ball handler. A.J. Casey is a 4-man. Michael Nwako's a 5. And Paul Jobet, he's kind of like a 4-man as well. So Ja'Kai was the guy we called on. He did a nice job, but we need to be 100% healthy to be at our best. And I think if Keyshawn can get better and Nigel can recover from whatever that injury was, we'll be a much tougher team.
Jim, on the possession with Nigel shooting the 3 in the closing seconds, can you talk about that possession, what you're looking for, and then what do you think of the shot?
Yeah, he got the switch we wanted. Sometimes it's just up to the player to choose. And he chose a long 3. He's a great 3-point shooter, so it's not out of character for him. Was it the best shot that we could have gotten? Probably not, but at the end of a close game like that, the one thing you don't want to do is turn the ball over. And you start running a play, and then someone makes a mistake and you turn it over, and that's a lot worse than settling for a Steph Curry type 3.
We saw Keyshawn go through some warm-up stuff, but what was kind of the decision of what you think?
I just, Sam Johnson, our trainer, just said, hey, the more exercise he gets for that ankle, the better. He's not able to play, but even just warming up gets that blood flowing and gets that movement back, and he'll feel better and better as he progresses. So hopefully, I don't know if we'll have him this week or not, but he's a tough kid and he's gonna fight his way back as soon as he can.
Coach, with 7 games remaining, kind of just what's your outlook, on the rest of the season? You face these guys again, a couple more big matchups down the stretch.
My outlook is get ready for Clemson. And that's always been my outlook. If we'd won today, it's over with, and gotta get ready for Clemson. Today we lost, gotta get ready for Clemson, that's it.
Coach, do you think Carolina defended Nigel Pack any differently from the first half to the second half? And if
Yeah, they
so,
started
how?
doubling them. That's why, some of the scoring came off of, Nigel gave it up after he got double teamed, and Matthew Cleveland's 3 that he made came off of that double team. It was unfortunate. I'll be looking forward to seeing the replay, but we got the ball right at the rim. Norshad had 2 guys on him. He went up very strong, but how was the score at that point? Were we down 2 or 3? What was it? Were we down 2? How much time was left? That the 29 seconds or 20?
Yes, 24.
Did you think he got hit on the way up?
What?
Did you think Northside?
I didn't see it. I just saw a crowd, so, but I'm looking forward to seeing it. Maybe not, maybe I'm not looking forward to seeing it.
Last question.
What'd you think of the defense? You guys forced 16 turnovers.
Yeah.
22 points off of it, but it seemed like there were some times where you guys would force a turnover and then give the ball up right back, or not nail the shot and switch momentum. Just, do you think you guys had some opportunities with all those turnovers?
I know that's very painful. You do something really, really well and then you don't cash in. There were a couple of plays, I'll have to look at the tape. Our strategy was to keep the ball out of Baycott's hands. But late in the game, we started to trap the ball screen. And he rolled, and our emphasis was, don't let him throw it to Baycott. And if they do throw it and get it to him, you gotta guard the heck out of him. I don't want him getting a layup or a dunk. And he got like 2 or 3 layups. That's the way he scored at the end. I don't know,
Yeah, he only had 2 points in the first half.
yeah, so he ended up with 4 baskets in the second half, and I'm guessing 3 of those were on the roll. He didn't roll and catch it and make a move. He just rolled right to the rim, and they threw it right to the rim, and he just laid it in. Any big guy can score like that. I thought Norshad and Michael Nowako did a great job of keeping the ball out of his hands.
All right.
Hello.
Thank you, Coach. Nope. One more? Nope. Okay. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.